So the bailiff can't just take everything?
No, they cannot take absolutely everything.
And what about, for example, an apartment? Say a debtor lives there with a whole family, children, and they owe 50,000 euros to some creditor or a failed business or something else. They have to pay it back, or they were scammed and have to settle with the bank. What should they do in such a situation?
In such a difficult situation, if a mortgage is actively being enforced and the debtor simply cannot pay back the loan that the mortgage secures, then the bank has no choice but to turn to the bailiff. At that point, formal enforcement proceedings begin, and here there can be no talk of a payment schedule anymore, because it is specifically a mortgage claim that is being enforced, which leaves very little room for any further negotiation.
And if there's no mortgage involved, if, say, it's a certain third-party creditor not connected to a bank, but there's simply an outstanding debt and the debtor has an asset like a residential apartment, for instance.
Yes, a court bailiff can seize the apartment, right? Is provided for.
Stop property seizure.
Preventing the seizure is something the debtor is simply not allowed to do.
And if the apartment is for two, for three?
If the owner is not only the debtor, but there is also, for example, the apartment is held in joint ownership, right?
Right?
Then in such a case, the bailiff cannot seize the apartment, but the creditor has the opportunity to file a lawsuit in court and divide the joint property, and only then, accordingly, the bailiff will be able to seize the share that will belong to the debtor after the division of the joint property.